All right, people, we're back at you once again with another What If video.
What if?
Yeah, this time around, guys, we're going to talk about what if they made a Lethal Weapon 5 movie,
Yeah,
which I think would be interesting. I think they could pull it off if they had the right script.
yeah. I mean, the fact that it's been so many years since the last
Right.
Lethal Weapon movie that
Yeah.
you got to figure Mel Gibson and Danny Glover got to be,
Yeah.
pretty damn old now.
Yeah. Yeah. By now, I think Mel Gibson's like close to 70. I'm not sure what Danny Glover is, but I think he's even older than that.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, Lethal Weapon 5 would work. Imagine if you had but imagine if Mel Gibson and Danny Glover had sons that kind of took over
right.
their roles and didn't have them more of just hey, Dad, I
Yeah.
need you,
Yeah, Danny Glover, he's in his late 70s from what it's showing, so it would be kind of hard to pull off. But I do know from what I'm reading here, this has been in long talks for a while now to have Mel
yeah,
Gibson and Danny Glover come back for a fifth film. Unfortunately, the director has passed away a few years back. So, and then there was talks of Mel Gibson directing the fifth film. It says here on November 15th, 2021, Gibson confirmed that he is in talks to direct and star in a fifth Lethal Weapon film, saying that he'll be helming the film to honor Richard Donner.
okay,
They also said that they had drafted a screenplay, and it says something like production will be exclusive to Max with no theoretical release. Interesting.
damn,
So, what is that, like a streaming service like Netflix, Max?
probably, yeah,
HBO Max?
yes, I
So,
think that's more like because, like I said, I mean, cable ain't really much to think of anymore. Like everything's like streaming now, like Netflix,
right.
TV, all that
I
bullshit.
mean, I would say at this point, I wouldn't do it because they're both, on the older side. But
Yeah, I mean,
unless if, like, you were talking about, like, they had sons and that would
yeah,
kind of take over in a way, maybe.
yeah, because I
Um,
mean, I don't see Mel
yeah,
Gibson being that
energetic,
crazy, crazy motherfucker like he played
right.
in all the
Running
other
around shooting up
ones.
people.
I mean, it's already bad enough when you watch Lethal Weapon 4 and you kind of see in Lethal Weapon 4, even at that age, Mel Gibson wasn't the same actor like he'd been in the previous
Well,
ones.
yeah, I think at that time he was somewhere in his 40s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I mean, like I said, you watch the first couple and you see that, that supposedly he knew all this martial arts, knew all this fighting, and in 4, like when they were in that fight, it's like all he was doing was like throwing punches.
yeah, just fighting. Yeah, but I think it would be cool. But like I said, it'd have to be the right script, and obviously Mel Gibson and Danny Glover can't be running around, at their age, driving
Yeah,
like maniacs and shooting up the town and all that.
like it reminds me of how they came out with a new Beverly Hills Cop. Everybody thought it'd be so cool getting the three of them, but it's funny in the movie. It's like you get the same three characters, but they're not all together until the last scene of the movie.
Really, I had no idea. I
Like
haven't even
like
watched it.
when you look at the picture for the new Beverly Hills Cop, you see like the three of them sitting in the car. You don't
Damn.
get that scene to the fucking end of the movie. That's like the final scene of the fucking movie.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, and
So
it's just
yeah,
like, but I mean, then again, I mean, it was kind of cool because they brought in like they brought in Joseph Gordon-Levitt
right,
to do, they brought in, they had Kevin Bacon play the bad guy,
right.
and then, they had to bring in some like younger stars to kind of make up the fact, but I didn't like it because like they had, of course, got to have them have a daughter now. Of course, got to be feuding. They got to be this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, that's already blew the script for me right there because in the first three acts, Eddie Murphy
Right.
didn't need anybody else.
True. Yeah, which they would probably do the same thing with like Lethal Weapon 5. Well, even though they had Danny Glover had kids and whatnot in the rest
Yeah,
the earlier films, they probably have it to where Mel Gibson's character now has
yeah. Remember
kids.
at the end of part 4.
Right, that's right. She was pregnant.
Yeah.
So yeah, they probably have like all the kids take
that would
over.
be a good way of explaining this, or say like, you know, but remember, fucking at the same time, um, Danny
Yeah.
Glover's daughter had a kid with Chris Rock.
Yeah,
They could have had like the two of them turn out to be boys, and as like they could become the new like. Well, I mean, I know that it wouldn't work because they said they tried to say, "Oh, it's Murtaugh, no, Butters."
yeah,
But they
So-
could have had those two kids grow up and be like basically the new Riggs and Murtaugh.
right. I mean, yeah, they could do it that way because there's no way Mel
You know,
Gibson and
yeah. Because you know
Danny
what?
Glover could do all those.
Kind of work too. Because wasn't Lethal Weapon 4 like 20 years ago?
More like 30 years ago.
Yeah, so
It came out in
was-
the late 90s.
Yeah,
So almost 30 years ago from this point of this
Yeah.
recording. So
And those babies that were born at the end of part 4
yeah,
would be like 30-year-old men now.
right. They'd have to take over, which would be interesting. If
Yeah,
the script is right, then I'm all for it. But if it's like a shitty script, I'd be like, I'd pass.
Yeah, if you did do that though, and you chose like you'd have to find the right two, because
Right.
I
And
mean,
and here's another thing: can they bring back Joe Pesci, which would be awesome? Can they bring back Chris Rock, which would be cool? I mean, all of the cast members would have to come
what
back.
about Rene Russo?
Yeah, she'd have to come back.
Yeah.
So and the script would have to make sense and be right. Then I'm all for it. But so
Like I
I don't know.
mean, you know, they could have two younger guys be the new like Riggs and Murtaugh. and
right,
You could still have
well,
the originals, but just keep them as like
at a desk or something.
Yeah.
And maybe help out at the end, or something like
yeah,
that.
or they say like they go over and like visit them, be like, hey, we're gonna go over and visit my dad and your dad.
Yeah,
You know?
that would be interesting.
It would be cool, but I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, if it was the right script, the right characters, like you
Right.
found the right new stars,
Right, and bring back most of the original cast.
yeah, and
Then I think you might have a winner there. So
winner, chicken dinner.
yeah. So anyways, yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap that up. That's just another what if video talking about Lethal Weapon 5, which has been talked about from the studios and all that for quite a while. So it may happen, it may not happen.
Like I said, I mean, I could only see it happen if they made it kind of in a way like they made New Beverly Hills Cop or even the new Beetlejuice movie. I wouldn't be interested.
Right. It'd have to be, like I said, a great script, with some good comedy, good action, and make it make sense.
Yeah, not just throw all them in the movie. Okay, we're gonna have everybody in this movie,
Right.
but we're gonna barely make a storyline out of
Right.
it. It's just like, oh, you guys doing this, you guys doing that, this, blah 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 blah.
Right. So anyways,
Like,
we'll go ahead
come
and
on, Hollywood, get your head out of your asses and give us a new good movie. Stop making these fucking remakes that are just cheesy.
or sequels that are cheesy.
Sequels, remakes, prequels, what the fuck ever. Quit making those movies and come up with a new badass storyline.
Unless if it's a good story, it makes sense to make a sequel. Hell yeah. But anyways, yeah, we'll wrap this one up, guys. That's another what if video. And we're out of here for now. See ya.